Well, here we are at Seagate, actually running our own system, because we need some parts for some of our other pieces of equipment. We have James Jackson on the fixtures.
Fixture foreman.
We have Ken Nelson on the trim die. No air today, right?
No air. These two already have parts in them. Just replace the dual thread. Oh, okay.
Here we have a little overview of the system. Okay, we're going to load up last few fixtures here. Our control panel, of course. Well, as you can probably tell, we're here at Seagate and the laser welder has been installed. We're over here today to weld some parts up for ourselves for the rest of the equipment, which we're in the process of testing out. And what I'm going to do is just demonstrate how the system works and give a little bit of explanation. Okay, basically, this is the operator's table. As you can see around you, we have the conveyors here where the weld fixtures, put the camera over here so we can see the weld fixtures. The weld fixtures come in through a conveyor here after they're loaded in this area. We'll go on to the laser beam welder, will be processed, and then we'll go back down on the lower side to go back to the loaders to be unloaded. Okay, here we have the operator's table, and here is the rotating table. Now there are two sensors here that sense weld fixtures on the table. What that does is it guarantees that the welder will not rotate until weld fixtures are seated in place, thus preventing the weld fixtures, if they were improperly seated, from flying off the table. You can see in the back there underneath the down tubes where the laser actually lasing occurs and the welding occurs, we have two fixtures in place. Here is the inside door that moves up and down. It will move down and shield the operator while the laser is functioning as we load and unload fixtures from the table. We have a front window here that will come up and go down. It is accessed by these red buttons. There's one on each side. And when I press those, the window will come up and it will lock in place. Once it's locked in place, the laser system now knows that it can operate. It has two fixtures in place, and when the laser is finished, it will stop. The window will come up, the table will access, the front window will come down, and you will see it as it exists now. And we can load on two fixtures. What we're going to do. Alright, we'll play operator. And the fixtures will only go on one way. One. Two. We hit our button. Now if I let go, the window will just drop back down again. Also, if you put your hand in there, you can stop the window very easily. There it goes. Window's down. Now the laser, two more back on. One, two. Hit the window. Now when it's completed, it will again access the table and we'll repeat the process. Window down. Okay, two more off. good. Shit, we went.
Yep.
And the little line was flashing all the time and everything?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, now we're going to take off the side panels of the system to demonstrate how the cable access and works and how the fixtures come up off the pin and the pins will position the fixtures underneath the split laser optics. It's the pulse YAG laser. Let's remove the rear one too, because I'm going to explain a little what's going on. Okay, we have a Raytheon power supply here that obviously powers the Raytheon laser head. This is back here. Here is the Raytheon laser. It's bolted right through this frame structure, which is a very solid and stiff structure. This is a 12-inch steel I-beam. We have 6-inch square tube cross supports down here, and also another 12-inch beam that goes straight back. On top of that 12-inch beam, we have the XY cable that supports the optics and the corner mirror. The beam comes into the corner mirror, goes to the first down tube splitting mirror that splits half the beam down to the first down tube, then goes to the second mirror that takes the rest of the beam down to the second down tube. Here is the table where we've seen the fixtures being accessed from the operator's area underneath the laser down tube. Underneath, we have, this is the Z-axis. The Z-axis is bolted directly to this 12-inch I-beam. The reason for that is that we have a very stiff structure between the down tubes and the Z-axis. The Z-axis actually comes up through the table. The pins right here actually go through the table and pick up the fixtures off of the table and present them to the down tube. Okay, Richard, go ahead and hit the two red buttons. Up will come the door, and the table will access, and you will see the table rotate, and the pins will come up. Door goes down, pins come up, and now the laser, although we've shut it off, it is not in operation. It is going through its welding cycle. As it goes through here, if you feel this structure, the vibration is very minimal. You can barely feel it as it moves. Many laser systems do have a problem with the split beam moving optic system because of the moving inertia of the optics. This system is quite stiff.